Talking Normies podcast.
Welcome to the Talking Normies podcast, the only official Normies podcast that's ever been podcast, the longest running Normies podcast. My name is Chris Johnson, and these are my co-hosts today.
Nubby.
I'm Spidey.
We clearly have we don't have the same energy as Chris right now.
He's got coffee. I didn't have any coffee.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I have a little bit of coffee, I'm like a fucking rocket, baby.
Really?
I should have gotten coffee. I have nothing but this cup of salty nuts.
Salty.
Okay.
He's been. I'm kind of concerned. Before we even get into anything, I want to describe what I saw this man do. Okay, he walked in there. He got the bag of unsalted mixed nuts, poured them into a red Solo cup. All right, proceeded to cover them in popcorn oil butter.
Makes sense.
And then got a thing of Morton salt out and lightly salted these nuts.
Dang,
Actually, that makes sense. Oh my God, that changes everything. So all the unsalted nuts that we have,
Salted nuts.
they can be used
gotta
because
salt
I
your
don't
nuts in the
know
morning.
why.
You don't eat unsalted nuts?
No, fuck that.
Who does? It's crazy.
I have to.
Why?
I got the blood pressure situation.
Bro,
I can't.
just
I
a
mean,
little bit of salt.
Nobody has eaten those nuts here.
I've been eating them.
Okay.
I've been. I mean,
I
if
don't
I'm
know where
if
they are.
okay, I'm lying. I've been picking out the cashews.
It's just been me, man. That's why there's so many fucking almonds in there.
Goddamn right. I've been.
Almonds right
shit.
now.
You remember when you used to get cereal and you used to just eat all the marshmallows? That's what I've been
No, I
doing.
didn't
But with
do
the
that.
you didn't?
No,
I
you
do that
dick.
now. I have
You're
Lucky
nasty.
Charms and
Hell
I just
yeah.
go through marshmallows and then sad.
Honestly, you
I
should
didn't
just
like
give me
Lucky Charms.
marshmallow cereal at this point. But
Yeah.
once again, then
Didn't they do that?
I'll
They did
die.
do that one time. It was
Yeah.
all mush. It was like, oops.
It's just
No, I remember Oops All Berries was my. It
Oh.
would cut your
No.
mouth up, and I would fucking slap
Oops All
down
Berries
some
was
Oops All
fire,
Berries.
but they did do Lucky Charms did like a just
Marshmallows.
yeah?
just the marshmallows, and it
Which
was like,
I feel
yo,
like will give.
it's
will-
cavities. As soon as you finish,
Oh,
the
it's
bowl, you got a
cavities.
cavity.
It's the type twosies.
Yeah,
Diabetes.
type twosies.
I don't know how many of those sold, but I hope only one.
Right.
I mean, look, I'll
Per
eat it.
household. I will eat it, but like you cannot give those to your kids regular basis.
Oh hell no.
I like old cereal now.
Oh yeah, like all right.
Let's talk about cereals.
Yes, 100%. Listen, some old folk cereals like just Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey
I
Nut Cheerios,
love
bro.
Honey
That's
Nut-
exactly what I got right now.
Same.
Ugh.
It's my like late night snack. Honey
Yeah.
Nut Cheerios.
Yeah, I've been getting the fake cinnamon toast crunch, but it's like the off-brand cinnamon toast crunch,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
cinnamon toast crunch for adults. Like it's not very sweet.
We
Little
also have
almond
Cinnamon
milk,
Toast Crunch,
or
yeah.
my bad, oat milk, because we don't ever have regular milk.
Yeah,
We
we
have
have
to like
almond
something. Yeah, yeah.
What are those cereals? They're like chocolate, but like chocolate pockets, but there's like chocolate in it. It's like
Pocket.
yeah, they're
Chex
literally
Mix?
no, it's not. It looks like it, but it's chocolate, but with like chocolate filled.
Oh,
think I know
it's
what you're talking
chocolate filled.
about.
Is it the Wheaties?
no, it's
No.
better.
It's kind of new.
I don't understand why they were cereal because I eat them as snacks, but I haven't
Yeah.
had them for a minute. But like, they're small pockets, but like filled with like chocolate inside. So much.
All right.
Bunches of oats. Sorry, last time.
Honey
Yeah,
bunches of nuts.
yeah.
Have to
Apple
get-
Dapples, not Apple Jacks, but Apple Dapples, the ones from the Save a Lot.
Yeah.
No.
If you broke, you know what I'm talking about. Apple Dapples was the yeah. Well, fuck name brand
Slap
cereal.
it,
I want the
bro.
same flavor, but I want it cheaper.
I might add my own sugar. Who knows?
All right. So before we get into the weekend catch up and all that on the podcast, I've been doing this thing over when I do my live streams on Tuesdays where I either make music or play video games. You should come and check it out. Also, there's going to be a lot of promos in this episode. But, I usually ask people like, hey, shout out, where are you guys from? And right now, it seems that we got at least 10 people in the chat right now. Everybody who's in the chat, everybody who's talking, even if you're at your work desk, if you got a chance, please shout out where you're from, what region, what place, what area. I just want to know. I'm curious because the Normies are worldwide on the couch, and it represents our audience. So I want to see where y'all checking in from.
Yes.
Anyway, weekend catch up. What y'all been up to?
What up, Mocha Bear? Welcome.
For me, for week, I've been drowning in numbers. It's tax season. So I've been just preparing numbers for the Normies, preparing for myself, for my parents, for the bus. I am so close. I'm so close to getting out of it, but that's like a first round. Once you send it to like CPA, and then they come back with all the questions, like, God damn, it's never end. I feel like I just did those. For
It always feels like you just finished your taxes, and then
just
you gotta
finished them.
like you're in a it's like laundry. You know how you're always kind of doing laundry,
always doing laundry because I never
always
folded.
doing taxes.
Like every time I'll still have like laundry sitting that needs to be folded. But yeah, it's been busy. Fine. I missed the sun. We haven't had sun. Yesterday when we had
love
sun,
it.
I was so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday it was really, really nice. But I spent all day like inside because we were reacting. But it's been good. It hasn't been too bad. It's the start of January. It could be worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for what the year to come because I just want to just take this time to clear up some the old stuff that has been on my list and just start working on new projects.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been using my January's for too, is like transition. Instead of being like, I'm starting all of the things. No, I'm like, January's for transition. I'll start it in February.
Yeah. Let me just like finish what other stuff is so I can like start with the new stuff. Yeah, I've been like trying to focus on the sewing as well. So I'm going to see how that goes in February.
So what?
So, I have like a lot of projects that I started that I never finished. So I just need to finish those. I got like this I'm making a Demon Slayer version of clothing, and I want to transition into My Hero Academia because I'm all caught up. So like, and now I'm all inspired by My Hero Academia. Not cosplay, but I do need to come up with a cosplay because PopCon is coming in April.
True.
I have no idea what to do. Ketty said that I can be Undertaker from Trigun because she can be Bash the Stampede, and I can be Wolfwood.
And who's that? I gotta be Millie. I fuck with Millie though.
You can be Millie.
I will do if I'm Millie. If I come dressed as Millie, I'm gonna Millie rock the entire time.
I feel like that's a spoiler. I haven't finished Trigun, so it's Millie with the Bash. Millie needs to be with Undertaker.
What?
And
Millie's
Meryl
just
can be
cool.
with
Hold on.
Bash.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Why does Millie need to be with anybody?
I feel
she's
like
Machine Gun Millie. All right, baby.
She is Machine Gun Millie.
It's Stun Gun Millie is what her name is because her gun doesn't kill people. It like, have you seen her shoot it yet?
I think I've seen her every time a Carrie was like, where have you been?
Have you seen her shoot it though?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I won't tell you what it does.
Okay.
But you can put it together based off the words. It's not. It should have been Machine Gun Millie, but it's Stun Gun Millie.
Yeah, but either way, I need to come up with a cosplay. I have a really
Bractier says you're assuming Millie straight. How dare you?
Oh, that's fair. Oh, I shouldn't have.
Maybe she fucked with a little bit of clam chowder. You feel? I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, we're moving away. But yeah, it's that, or I have a really good cosplay of Hinata that I've never done. So that, or I want to make something for Poison Ivy.
Nice. I have a bunch of genitals in my car that I need to bring over to your house to sew up anyway. So
Did you say genitals?
Yeah.
All right.
They're all in fabric. I'm finishing the last quilt.
Yeah.
I thought he meant general. I was like, I don't know what general is.
General genitals.
Generally, they're just general genitals.
Spidey, what have you been up to?
Oh man, so one, I'm getting ready for school. I start school on the 16th.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah, I know.
Book learning.
Yeah.
What you going to school for?
It's getting ready for school, basically. Nice. Kind of a deal. That's kind of weird. Going for cybersecurity.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna turn it into
hacking. Black hat?
Oh no, but I want to go into AI. So like machine learning within it's like I might as well do software engineering because that's where the money is.
Mm-hmm.
We are very proud because going back to school at an older age is tough.
Yeah.
And very technically you're older.
Yeah.
You don't look like it.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm 33. I've been like 23 for the past few years. So.
10 years.
Yeah, I haven't aged in a while. And also I'm doing more like teaching over at North Mass. So I was kind of just getting ready for basically the entire week. So like Monday, just kind of stretched out for a while. Tuesday went in and I did it was like 40 and up class. Kind of
nice. Yeah.
Wednesday I did the intro class, and then Thursday morning I did we have a youth climbing club
for the youths.
Yeah, I was climbing for the kids, so that was a lot of fun. It was like 4 hours. It was a good amount of time.
So how does it work? You just like show them a couple moves and they do it, and they're like, all right, let's move on to this one.
Yeah, really. So it was like 8th grade to seniors. So it's just finding ways to keep them entertained. It's kind of they come into like a gym period kind of a deal. So we played a couple different games with climbing and shit. And it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
I love that gym.
Yeah. We just got voted #1 in Indiana.
Let's go.
Really,
I mean, it's understandable. It's super fun.
It's so packed all the time too. Yeah. Even on Tuesday when it's members only, it's still so packed.
Do you remember when they put out that list of other YouTubers and like TikTokers and stuff in Indiana? I was watching some of their videos, and like I think 2 of them on that list all go to the gym because they were doing like vlogs at the gym, and I was like, honestly, it's kind of a hot spot. I'll show you the list because I think it'd be cool to do something with that this year. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, we'll just do a luncheon. We'll do a creative people luncheon. So for this week, for me, God. So I'm finishing up my quilt project. I got
that we talking about
genitals.
I'm so ready to be done. Well,
you don't want genitals to be in your car any longer?
No, it's just one of those things where like. Even then, I didn't know I was biting off too much than I can chew, which is just a thing for me. I love doing it, but I'm here now, and I'm at the end, and I'm excited to be done with that. So I got all that ready to go. I just got to find the time to come over to Nuvies and sew it. So there's a camera store downtown Indy called Roberts, and that's where I get cameras from. I didn't buy a camera all last year, like a new camera. I'm really trying to stay in pocket. I don't want more shit. But when you scan film, you can either do it on a flatbed scanner or you can take a picture of it, right? And so all the cameras I have at home they don't have enough megapixels that it makes enough sense for me to take a picture of it. But I've been developing more film, and I've been doing it on a scanner. And you know how the scanner's got
Yeah.
So it has to do that for each picture, right?
Oh, God.
So 36 pictures means that when I have to scan 35 millimeter, it takes like an hour. And like, I just kind of been to the point where like, I've been trying to be more selective with my time. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to buy a camera. I need a big camera this camera has 45 megapixels. So I can just take a picture of the film. And then that way, that's it, right? Because then like last night, I did 10 pictures in like 20 minutes compared to
the hour.
The hour that it takes. So like, I just flew through.
Like with a scanner, wouldn't you just use like, isn't it like it's a stretch of film? It's got like beautiful pictures on it. You don't just put that on the scanner.
You do.
Put like 4 of them.
Well, so there's a tray, and you can do 10 at a time. But like, so here's the thing: I have to cut those pictures individually in either Photoshop, right? Yeah. So what I'll do instead of cutting them in Photoshop is I'll just I'll scan each individual like picture, and I just have to like move the the crosshairs, like I just like drag over that, scan that, drag over that, scan that. I can do them all. It takes about the same amount of time, regardless. And like, so the point is that I found a faster way to do it, and to do that I had to buy an older camera that has a lot of megapixels on it, yada yada yada. But here's the thing: I look up this camera and I go to Roberts. I'm like, yo, I want this camera. Y'all got it in the used department. Dude's like, yeah, it's $1,900. I was like, fuck no, it ain't. I'm good on that. I'll find something else, right? So then I go home, start doing my research. I get on eBay. I find one on eBay that is way less than that. I'm like, bam, that's it, right? Get ready to order it. And then I noticed the writing about like the description of the camera, and I was like, fuck, that's how Roberts describes their cameras. Turns out this camera is from Roberts. Okay. It's a different one than the one that they had there. It's one they had in the back that they just didn't know about. So I'm like, oh shit. So I call Roberts. I'm like, yo, hey, found the camera I want. It's at this price. Can I just come down there and get it? And they're like, well, actually, eBay subsidizes some of the price. So if you want it at that price, you're going to have to order it off of eBay. Okay. And I was like, but y'all are like 5 minutes away. Can I just order it and come pick it up? I was like, no, we got to mail it to you.
Mail it to you?
Yeah, like we have to mail it to you. That's just.
But they can just print out the mailer and just be like, here, take this.
Got to mail it to you. That's just how we do things.
You got to use that taxpayer.
I was like, all right, cool, fine, guys. All right, bet. So put in the order, get it mailed. That was on a Wednesday. Thursday, luckily, we're working from home because they were going to come and fix our floors. So I'm like, cool, Thursday, they'll come, they'll drop it off. Yeah. And I'll get it, right? Sitting at the house, my phone pings and it's like, you just missed your delivery. And I was like, oh my fucking God, no, I didn't. So I go upstairs, there's a thing on the door, and I'm like, shit. Take it off the door and look at the time, and it's been minutes. So now I'm driving around the neighborhood looking for the UPS driver. Pull up on this man while he's eating lunch, knock on the door. He's like, oh shit. I was like, hey man, you just came by my place. I got this, I got that, I got this. This is me. He's like, oh cool, bro, I got you. Gives me the package. And he was like, yeah, sorry for all the confusion, all that. No, it's all good, man. And finally get home and open it and like start like scanning film and shit. And it works fine, but it's like, bro, like I could have just picked it up. Like
I was so worried you were gonna open it. It was gonna be like it's the wrong camera. I was like,
they had me mildly stressed the whole entire time, and I was like, yo, just let me come get it. I'll just cut out the middleman. They're like, sorry, the only way you can get it at this price. We have to send it through UPS. And I was like, no.
That's so weird.
Damn.
That's so weird. I guess it makes sense, but that's funny that they missed you. Did they ring the bell and you just didn't?
So hear it? If my phone's on vibrate, then I don't hear my Ring doorbell, which I need to connect my Ring to the Alexa or some shit because like the Ring just
get extra chime. That you can, there's like an extra chime that you put in outlet that actually rings like a ring bell.
I'll do that then. Yeah. Also, I didn't order the Ring came with the house.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So like, I was just like, I'll figure it out. And so I need that because otherwise I just don't hear it and it drives me nuts. So
yeah, bro, that chime's like $30, I think.
Bet. Yeah. I'm literally gonna order that. So
cheaper on eBay, I'm sure.
Did that, and then I've been working on. So if you guys are following my personal YouTube channel over at Nuisance 88 NEWCENTS 88, you know that I've been making my little film videos about like film photography, and I just did one about my VHS camera. But I'm working on a new one where in 2022 we did that big trip out west with Marquette and all of our Czech friends, and I recorded a bunch of stuff then because I thought I was going to turn it into a video. I never did. So I'm starting to work on that, but it's like it's such a huge project, like because we were gone for so long and I took so much video that I'm trying to wrap my head around it. But That's it. Just been working on that, doing that. We got our floor fixed. We got a bus employee. Been
Yay!
Woo! Bus employee.
We may have a weekends back to ourselves. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's a other thing.
It was a big exciting update, and then I think that's it, man. Just been chill. Been trying to watch more movies. That's been my whole thing. Yeah, watch more movies.
Have you been watching more than like the one that you're doing for the podcast?
I've been trying to. I didn't this week, but we're gonna start. Me and Marquette. I'm thinking about getting a movie pass to start doing that.
No, nice. Like actually go watch a movie in the theater. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm listen. I fuck with streaming. 100%. But I need movies in the theaters, baby. Like that's where you're supposed to watch them at.
Makes sense.
I want to see some theatery shit. Have you guys seen The Book of Clarence with that's going to be coming out?
No, but I do. Yeah, I've seen like
the trailers.
Yeah, trailers for. I've seen half of a trailer and I stopped looking at it.
Is it similar to Book of Eli?
No,
it looks way funnier.
Yeah. Okay. It's got
I forget his name.
Lakeith Stanfield.
Yes.
Or am I thinking of Marlo Stanfield?
No, I think it's Keith Stanfield.
So there are that. Oh, I was just telling you guys about the anticipated movie. So we got The Book of Clarence, which is going to be funny. Okay. There's The Beekeeper with Jason Statham, where he beats people up.
Of course.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, is there a movie that he does where he doesn't do that? Is he also just playing himself like Rock and Ryan Reynolds?
Damn. Well,
I love him, but
I don't know.
Is there a movie that he doesn't do that?
Yeah, he just kind of beats people. Is
and
that true for
drives.
almost all kung fu people? Then, if you do martial arts,
Bruce Lee was Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
Jackie Chan has been Jackie Chan.
That is true.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Maybe they're like, look, I'm bringing all this.
I mean,
extra
that doesn't mean
stuff.
there's anything bad with it.
No.
I'm curious. Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Oh, and there's a movie about the ISS coming out, the International Space Station.
ISS?
Yeah.
Oh,
and Mean Girls. New Mean Girls is coming out this month.
Oh yeah. Is
how do people feel about that?
Well, it's got Tina Fey in it. She wrote the first one, so. Okay.
But is it the remake of it, or is it a sequel?
Coming in just behind Night Swim is this film adaptation of the stage musical adaptation. Oh my god.
What?
All right. So me and Marquette went to go see the stage, the
Mean Girls stage theater.
Yeah. It was great.
Okay.
It was like,
I can see that.
One, hilarious, and two, I don't know when's the last time you've been to go see a theater thing.
Oh, I love it.
Long time ago.
All right, so listen, they've got new technology now called giant screens. So instead of like a backdrop, they're just changing the big screen wall in the back. So like they did this thing where for each class, they were in a different classroom, and the kids like it was like math class first, right? And then on a cue, like 1, 2, 3, they didn't count it out. They just did it. All the kids would jump their desks up and turn like a quarter to the side. And every time they did that, they would change the screen in the back to make it a different classroom.
Sick.
It looked great. I was like, okay, like, so anyway, if you haven't been to a stage play in a while, go see a new one. The theater is continually changing. And even when it's old and chill, like at the IRT here in Indianapolis, when they do a Christmas Carol, they still got some new tricks for you. So anyway, they're doing, it's a
adaptation of the Broadway show.
Adaptation of the scripted, yes, it's layers deep.
Good God.
So I'm going to watch it because it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah,
the first one was gold.
First one was really, really good.
I would love to see it as a play.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I didn't know it was in town. Chris, again, where are the invites, man? Where, you didn't even tell that this was happening. We could have bought our own tickets. You don't have to buy it. You just have to tell us.
Because I don't know that you guys are going to want to come see the fucking stage play.
It's a Mean Girl stage play. I love it.
We went to go see Book of Mormon out of IU. That shit was great.
Oh, it was so good. I love Book of Mormon. The only one that I didn't like was Hamilton. I was not... I mean, I think I should have seen Hamilton on HBO before I went to go see the theater version. Because I went with me and my sister, and both of us is like, everybody's singing along. Around us, everybody's singing along while we don't know. In the room
where it happened.
I know everybody, and we are just like, I don't understand. Did we miss something? Was there like a meetup beforehand to like know all these songs? Yeah, I think theater was okay. If you're watching Broadway, that would be different.
No,
but other stuff is really good.
There was a Colts games recently where the Colts played the Texans here in town. Downtown was crazy packed. It was last Saturday. It was wild. Like we went to go bowling and it was just people everywhere and we couldn't find parking and shit. But here's what happened on Sunday. Older black folks kept walking up to me being like, you see that game? And like, I don't watch fucking sports. I just had to be like, yeah. Heard about that last play. And he was like, yeah, this shit's crazy. Maybe next time we'll get them. I just have to keep agreeing. Like, Navi, I know people don't walk up to you and talk sports to you suddenly because you're not in that demographic. But
no, they don't.
I'm like fake. It's like I showed up for a standardized test and I don't know what any of the answers and I have to bullshit my way through it.
Yeah, it gets better and better with every question though, because I'm getting little clues from everybody.
Yeah.
Like the first guy, he's like, catch that game. I'm like, oh no, man, I don't even watch sports. It's like, oh man, it was a heck of a round. We lost the lap just right at the end. I'm like, all right, cool. Next dude, you see that game? Yeah, man, it was rough in the end, right? Shit, man, that shit was crazy. Had me on the edge of my seat.
Right?
Yeah, just keep adding on to it. I was like, oh yeah, I'll see the game.
Right?
Yeah.
He's like, remember the interception? Next guy.
Didn't even see it coming, bro.
Right.
That's it. Like I'm just
crazy.
Absolutely. Like if anybody asks me if they're just like, who's the quarterback for the Colts? I'll just be like, I'll have to jump out of a window.
Right. Just yell something.
Like I'm about to start learning. I'm about to find an app that'll tell me like the baseline sports shit I need to know every day just to be in the conversation. I've been trying to run from it for so long, and people just keep asking me shit.
Dude,
just like how to
my brother would come home and he's big sports fanatic, and he always like, you don't even know what's going on with them, do you? Like you don't even know what's happening with Pacers. Do you even know what's happening with IU teams?
So
like,
fucking nerdy.
He was like, you just need to get ESPN and just start watching. You just start watching games. Like, dude, I watch so much TV on my own. I'm not gonna learn sports now, but I should. I just can't. It's too much.
90% of the videos I watch are about like photography and cameras or like hiking and shit. And, like I'm supposed to change that and watch sports every day so I can talk with y'all about sports, you fucking nerds. Why don't you guys go learn about DSLRs?
Yeah. I was like, KB, what happened in JJK? Like you don't even watch that. Like you start watching Demon Slayer first season. Like let's start. But no, it's just so many teams, so many players, so much history.
And I just don't
care. And it's not just state. It's also like college teams now. Like there's so much.
It's crazy to me when people know stats.
Yeah, right.
So
like, dude,
like, how do you keep those? Like one of my best friends, he works in soccer. He loves soccer. He convinced me to watch Sunderland Until I Die, which is a great little documentary on Netflix. It is one of the saddest. This fucking team is like, so, you know, in I forget which league it is, so I'm gonna be wrong. Just calm down, internet. But it's like it's either the Premier League or whatever. They were in one of the top leagues, and then they got dropped under, right?
Yeah.
Because they weren't doing good.
Damn.
And then so they're like, and this is a small working town in northern UK. Uh-huh. It's actually right next to the Newcastle. So anyway, this town, working class town, everybody, right? The only thing, they live and die for this soccer team. Motherfuckers do the same job all their entire lives, have soccer tattoos. They name their kids after the players, all right? And the team is doing so bad that everyone is just in this malaise. They're sad as shit. And they're like, okay, this is the plan, all right? We're going to get this new guy, Josh Imagine. We're going to get him. He's really good. We're going to buy him. We're going to pay for him. We're going to pay for some other motherfuckers. We're going to get them all on the team, and we're going to do good. And they try their hardest. They do every single thing they can, right? End of the year, it's 2019. They fucking lose. My bad. It's 2018. They lose. They did everything they can. Next year, their top shooter, the best player on the team, gets bought from someone for like millions of dollars, leaves. They buy a new guy. He comes in, gets bought out again, leaves. Season 2, they're just down and out. They sell. They get a new president. New president comes in with new ideas. It sucks. It's terrible. They're wasting millions of dollars. They just cannot win. They keep trying and trying and trying and trying. And then at the end of this one, in 2019, they're like, well, you know, it's Sunderland. It sucked for us for these last 2 years, but, you know, I think we're going to start doing better. In fact, it's 2020 next year. We're going to turn everything around. And I was like, I'm there for that. Like, give me some of, if you can do like the 30 for 30s, I feel like I should be watching because I want that kind of drama. But
that's funny. The Ted Lasso is kind of similar, but just with comedy relief. I would recommend watching that too.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso is good.
I need a story to bring me into the sports that someone is telling me. It can't be like, you got to know the history.
No.
If you attach some shit, I'm here.
It's just really like, I mean, it's a show for Americans who don't really know a lot about soccer, so there's a lot of story while the soccer is also part of it. I think Ted Lasso is great. There was something that I was gonna say, but no, I don't know. Oh, we are, regardless if we don't watch sports and stuff, we are excited for All-Star Game. That's gonna be coming in February. There's a big basketball thing that happens every year, and it's
the All-Stars.
Indianapolis was supposed to have it in 2020, and we know what happened. So after 4 years, it got pushed that late, and now we finally have it. I'm excited for it,
it's even though star-studded.
It's gonna be star-studded. Yeah. I'm so like the tickets got sold out immediately.
I'll start putting my outfit together now.
Yeah, same. I was just thinking in my head was like, I need these shoes that I need to buy, but I'm excited. I don't know. I've always seen All-Star Game because, you know, it's star-studded. You only know star-studded people. But I'm excited. It's going to be in town. A lot of things are happening. If you see us around town, come say hi.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. All right. So other big things this week, the Katt Williams shit.
So I have avoided everything about that. I haven't seen the actual interview.
Oh, I watched all 3 hours.
Katt Williams?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you don't know either?
He's just been talking shit about everybody.
No, what happened?
Katt Williams did a 3-hour-long podcast with Shannon Sharp, on Club Shay Shay, and in it he calls out Steve Harvey, he calls out Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart.
Calls out like for what?
Ricky Smiley. He's calling out all these other comedians. He's like, Cedric the Entertainer stole a joke from me, and then Cedric the Entertainer came on the podcast and said like kind of the opposite. I think I remember it was 3 hours worth of shit. And so he was like, so Katt Williams was like, I had to come on and say some shit. And now Katt Williams goes on for 3 hours talking about like the industry of like being stand-up comedians and how Steve Harvey ain't that funny and just going on and super inflammatory shit. I thought maybe you guys had seen something about it. I will say this. I watched it all. There are receipts to a lot of it. A lot of the shit he's talking about is true, right? Like a lot of it you can follow up on it. I think a lot of it also is just a bunch of bullshit shit talking. That's like big shit talking. He's like, I walk in a room and everybody put their head down, and it's like, I mean, Katt, I'm you the shit.
Yeah.
I just don't know. That's probably the case. That's a lot.
I don't know what the head down about it, but
Interesting.
But
hi to
yeah,
me.
if you get the chance, you should look it up. And they did have a really good quote where he told Shannon Sharp, he was like, you align yourself with losers, and like that's not becoming of you, like that's not like who you are. And people have been going around quoting this shit everywhere.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It was a good podcast.
Okay.
It's 3 hours fucking long, so put it on in the background. And Katt Williams says a lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff, like exposing the industry. I hate it when people be like, I'm gonna say what they don't want me to say, because it feels like every time somebody brings up the Illuminati, everybody just rolls their eyes. Like, look, if the Illuminati's real, it's probably not actually I think Hollywood's weird because the more money you get, the richer you get, the kind of weirder the more esoteric you get. You start doing weird shit, right? Like you buy you remember I got those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks? Like that's some weird rich people shit. It's come down now and everybody's wearing those shoes, but they're probably onto some new weird esoteric thing, right? And people's like, oh, like they got their weird rituals and the weird shit that they do, and that's all like Illuminati shit. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's just weird rich people gatekeeping shit. It's kind of the same. You know what I mean? Like effectively the Illuminati, but also they're just like, we want you to do weird shit because we want to know that you will do it, and then you can come do the weird work for us and get the more money. Like, you know, it's like a club. Like they want you to pay your weird fucking dues.
That's fair.
I do love that Katt Williams is funny as fuck though. Like,
oh yeah,
because I was looking at it. He said Steve Harvey said he couldn't be a movie star. He said there's 30,000 new scripts every year in Hollywood, and not one of them asked for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good and looks like Mr. Potato Head.
yeah,
Bro, like why is he just on your top?
at it. He's also Katt Williams was saying too. He's like the reason why he has. All right, so. I love Katt Williams. He's got stand-up coming here in April that I kind of want to go see. I'm thinking about here in India. I'm thinking about getting tickets.
Yeah, is it February?
I think it might be March.
Oh, yeah, it's later on.
But like, all right, so he was talking. He was like, look, the first thing I do is I remove any part of Katt Williams in a script. I remove it from, and then I do that. And maybe I haven't seen a lot of Katt Williams movies or projects, but like I feel like he's kind of Katt Williams-esque in all of them. You know, he's a little bit of a pimp and shit, right? It's what he do. Because that's what he knows. And he's talking shit about like how good of an actor he is. But when he played Alligator Man in Atlanta, that was some of the best.
Yeah.
I want more of that. Can we get more of that? Like, but he's saying that he's like essentially blackballed in Hollywood because he knows the real truths and the secrets about people. And it's like,
it's also because you were beating up kids and got beat up by kids.
He did. I had to go read about that story. I had to read specifically what happened.
He got beat up by kids?
He's the size of a kid. This kid was 17. I mean, Katt Williams is the size of a 17-year-old.
Yeah. But there's a point where like so many bad things were happening to Katt Williams. I was like, he's being bullied at this point. Like, some outside source is bullying.
See, that's how the Illuminati get you.
Right?
They got you out here fighting.
It's them, bro.
So apparently they were playing soccer, and the kid kept talking shit, and Katt Williams was like, "You ain't gonna keep talking shit to me like that." And the kid was like, "You know, fuck you, this and that. You don't talk to a grown man like that." And they kind of got into it. And then the kid got like, I saw the video. The kid like gets up in his face and is like in his shit, like talking shit, and Katt swings on him, and I'm like, okay, no, I understand that, right? Like, well, first off, not for me because I'm bigger than most kids. But if I was the size of a fucking teenager who was up in my face talking shit, I'm assuming that he's about to swing. So yeah, it's gonna go down. But yeah, it's not a good look.
No,
not a good look by a long shot.
Not at all. And then he hasn't been in anything since, except for until Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Atlanta was good. You know who else was in Atlanta? Liam Neeson saying some racist shit. It's hilarious. It's a hilarious episode.
God, that series is gold.
It really is. All right. So last few things before we get around to the movie. One, we're going to do some promos. The Carousel is a Normies radio play that we're doing. It is an epic story, 5-part episode. And it is good. We are in the middle of editing it. You're going to be hearing about it all year. We're going to continue to hype it. There will be actual promotional stuff to be seen from it coming out soon. But yeah, it's going to take a while. It was a lot of work to record, and it's going to be a lot of work to edit because we want to do this project right. So stay tuned to Carousel. It was written by Shelby. We will have Shelby on the podcast to talk about it. Probably going to coincide that with the movie Equilibrium. And when you hear more about Carousel, you'll know why. Also, she hasn't seen Equilibrium. She doesn't know that she kind of wrote like an extended universe to Equilibrium.
Interesting.
Sorry, I just remembered I had my first slide into my DMs.
Okay. Well, hold on. Carousel.
Yeah, keep going.
Stay tuned for Carousel. We're gonna learn about Spidey's DMs here in a second. So the other one is Mob Psycho. We just did a live action anime adaptation of the intro #2 to Mob Psycho. Go check it out. It's a cover song. We got Chelsea from our community singing on that song, and you got all of us doing some of the backup vocals, just kind of yelling along. Yes. It just came out. It's on the Normies channel right now. Please go and check out the Mob Psycho live action anime intro. It's a thing we're trying to do. No one else on the internet is really doing these live action anime intros, and we're kind of vibing with it. We want to continue to see if we could do more of those for you guys. Probably just one a year because it's a really big project. But go check it out. Just came out. And is that it? Carousel. Oh, yeah, and I did a movie podcast with Brandon Peters. That was the top 10 movies of last year.
Oh, yeah?
Woo!
That's good. I like
my top 10 picks. I only watched 17 movies though. So it wasn't.
So you just
it wasn't hard.
It was just really. I'm just gonna take 7 off the list. Really.
Yeah.
All right. Who's slid in your DMs, boy?
Oh yeah, random dude.
What did he say?
Dude.
Oh
Yes.
man.
Yeah, give me my gay hot card. I'm hot to the gays.
Nice.
Is that what he said?
No, he's saying. I feel you. Anybody that slides in my DM is always a dude.
Yeah, right. Like,
What? No lady has ever slid into your guys' DMs?
No.
You know why? We're like men are like used car salesmen. We got to hype up the dick to the ladies. We got to really be like, hey, you see this thing? Not a lot of miles on it. Does a really good job to get you back and forth to where you're trying to go. Point A, point B, everywhere in between, right?
That's crazy.
You know, and I feel like women are just like we give it away to women for free. Like they know they don't have to come to us. We come to them. They know that.
That's fair.
But dudes are into used cars.
Dudes are monsters.
I feel like it would be like both ways. I don't know.
You would think.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Interesting.
You just said, I'm just going to say it. I watched the YouTube channel, and I just want to say you cute and fine as fuck.
Damn.
Woo, nice.
Thanks, bud.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Let's
Are
go.
you going to reply back to a person?
No, I'm just going to leave that alone.
Okay. We're like, thank you for this.
Right.
But that's it. That's
Right.
all. Fair enough.
It was this, I forget where he was from, somewhere in the Middle East, and he was like, man, he was vibing on me. I was like, damn, dude. And he was like, let me stop flirting with you. I was like, you were flirting with me? I thought you were just asking general questions.
You were kind.
Shit, fuck.
You
All
don't
right,
even
bro.
know when somebody's flirting.
Yeah. So, I don't know, Navi, what kind of DM sliders are you getting?
Way too many.
Probably from the same dudes, right?
That's hilarious.
I don't know about the same dudes.
Yeah, how many women are sliding into your DMs?
There's sometimes 1, 2 here and there.
God damn, it's the economy, bro.
But the thing is, like,
Supply
I
and
can
demand.
never know if it's actually a lady or if a guy impersonating a woman, because that has happened multiple times. So whenever, so it's like it's not that I reply back. I was like, I don't know.
Here's what you gotta do.
This is.
You gotta say, listen, this is what I need you to do, ma'am. If you really are that, I need you to go and grab a potato, hold it next to your face, and send me a selfie holding that potato next to your face.
I guess so.
In today's newspaper. And then that way you'll know.
Yeah.
Fair, but I don't wanna indulge or like just start a conversation, because sometimes that conversation goes way for too long. It's like, I don't want to reply back to my friends. Like, I can't be responding to you like every 5 minutes.
I don't have time to keep up.
Yeah, but it happens.
Yeah. Well, shit. It's always ever dudes. I don't know. Women out there, just make me feel better. Slide in my DM so I can turn you down.
Oh my god.
Waste your time to say, hey, Chris, just thought you were cute. I'm like, hey, fucking married.
Stop it.
That's funny.
All right, so on to the movie. I had to get Marquetta to send me my notes because I left them at home.
Of course.
There's a very small page of notes, though. So
Last time you left in the car.
yeah, I went to go get it, though.
At least this time it's at home. At least Marquetta's there.
Yeah, well, fun fact, it's not a lot of notes because. All right, I don't know who watched the movie, but
I watched it.
I meant in the chat. I know you guys watched it, but I'm glad you did. I'm going to give you guys a synopsis of the movie once I type it up.
It's a crazy movie.
It really is.
It just kept on going. It was like, what's happening here?
Yeah, very artsy. I skipped the the intro just because first
it
off,
was going, bro.
As soon as it came in, and he was just rapping and it was the lyrics, I was like, am I fucking did I just get catfished on this fucking? Is this not even? Am I on someone's YouTube channel? Who is this whack ass rapper that sounds like Nick Cannon? And then
it turns out,
yeah, right. I skipped through and it was fucking Nick Cannon. I was like, God damn it!
It sounds
all right.
It didn't sound too bad.
So the story. All right. So first off, Chi-Raq is because we're doing Spike Lee this month. Chi-Raq is a 2015 movie by Spike Lee. Budget $15 million. How much did it make in the box office? 2.7.
Right? Oh goddamn!
I wonder why.
Damn.
The story is based on these are going to be some Greek names. I'm gonna fuck them up. Just be ready.
Yeah.
The story is based on Aristophanes' Lystrata, a classic Greek comedy play in which women withhold sex from their husbands to put an end to the Peloponnesian
Gang violence.
No, this is based off of the Greek play where the women withhold sex from
the
their husbands to stop the
Peloponnesian
War. It stars Nick Cannon, Wesley Snipes, Tiana Paris, Jennifer Hudson, Angela Bassett, John Cusack, and Samuel Jackson. Star-studded fucking cast. All right, cool. So the plot is that there's a lot of gang violence in Chicago between the Spartans and the Trojans. Oh, I'm just now getting why they. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Greek. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, even in that play, they have Spartans, but I don't believe they have Trojans.
Yeah, they're the Trojans. There's the other gang.
They were Trojans. Oh,
yeah. Remember they sneaked the horse in, and honestly,
yeah,
if you
but I
think
mean,
if
not
that's
that specific play. I mean,
boo.
How did that even happen? It was off.
See, so I'm fucking with iPhones. If you think about it though, you know how they snuck a bunch of little men inside of the Trojan horse and they snuck that in, and then all the men jumped out. But the question is why would they name the condoms after that? Because you don't want the men to jump out and attack, right? No. Trojan condoms, the condom is like the horse, the semen's like your little guys.
And you're not sneaking them in. And you call computer virus Trojan as well, that hacks
because it sneaks. Well, yeah, because it sneaks in.
I don't know why.
But also, it is still sneaking little people into.
But I mean, it's the sneaking part. I'm concerned.
Yeah, they're sneaking in there.
I guess it's just more of going with the stallion, like Trojan.
Strong horse.
Let's go with that sense.
So the movie is about Lystrata. She is played by Tiana Parents. Yes, she is. Hella fine. God. She is dating a gang member, Nick Cannon, and they're going to withhold sex from all the men so that they stop shooting people because little kids keep getting shot. It's a bad thing. It's Chi-Raq because it takes place in Chicago, but they also shout out Baltimore. They shout out a bunch of other places that have, was it Baltimore, Philadelphia?
It's like Bodymore.
Bodymore, Murderland.
Yeah,
Murderland, Bodymore, Philadelphia. City of Afghanistan.
I had no idea this is what the names were for these places.
Yeah, well, when people keep getting murdered somewhere, they usually change the name to make it a little cooler.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So the movie is also set up like a stage play. There's a lot of rhyming. I'm pretty sure they're doing iambic pentameter. I would have to double check, but they are speaking in what's it called? Speaking in phrase? No, speaking in the theater. They're talking like they're in the theater. In the whole movie, and a lot of it rhymes. And you also got Samuel Jackson doing a Dolomite, but Dolomites type of thing, where he's coming in and kind of setting up each of the scenes and introducing it. It's very ambitious, and I see what they're going for, and we're going to talk more about that in a second. But before that, we're going to talk about the characters.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon, a.k.a. Demetrius, a.k.a. Chi-Raq.
His name was Chi-Raq.
That's like my name being Indianapolis. Why would I?
If you went by Afghanistan.
If I went by Afghanistan, I don't know.
Afghanistan.
That's one of them things. So, and hold on, I want to give a shout out to, because I was listening to some reviews on my way here while I was thinking about it, which I'm probably not going to do again because I don't want what I think to be reflected from other people. But these two people, this one lady, she did say some shit I agreed with. Her name is Jasmine Drakeford. She did a review on this movie 8 years ago because 2015 was a long time ago.
Yeah.
and she was saying something about casting. All right, so they cast Nick Cannon to play a gangster, which I've seen Nick Cannon perform live for free downtown Indianapolis. I mean, Nick Cannon's not a gangster.
No.
And even when he does at the end when he does this mad face,
he's
trying to look scary.
Yeah.
No one believes that. But because this movie is satire, the Jasmine review I was listening to, she was like, yeah, they probably picked Nick Cannon because like he don't look hard, and like that's kind of the point, right? And juxtapose that with Wesley Snipes' character, who is Cyclops, the other main gangster. Like he's got a dolphin laugh and shit, and like yeah, he's kind of silly, but like he's bringing that kind of silly enough energy. I think it's because Wesley Snipes was Blade. He's got like he was in New Jack City. Like Wesley Snipes was still kind of pulling it off as like, oh, I'm a funny gangster, but like I'll still kill you, and like it's more believable from Wesley Snipes, but it's supposed to be silly, because like they're trying to take these guys down, and I was like, you don't want to be be a gang member. You're an adult. Don't do that. But anyway, yeah. So Nick Cannon's character, what do you guys think about him?
It was fine. I think what kept I don't know what kept making me frustrated was like his name was Chi-Raq, and it's like whole time like, why are we calling this Chicago essentially Iraq? I don't know. I kept.
They explained it at the beginning
one.
of the movie, though.
They did, but I don't know. In my head, it's still a little bit different. I understand where they're coming from, and I think we can go a little bit more in deeper on that conversation. But he was good. I think him playing a gang member, it was fine. Nick, I wasn't like, oh my god, I love this character.
Oh, I just don't believe it the whole time. Nick,
the whole time, it's like
that was it.
I tried to I didn't have much time, so I wasn't like focusing on him. I was like, just keep talking. I'm not.
Yeah, he's not really the main character.
Yeah, he's not really. He's a part of a main. Like he's a component of the story. He's not a main character. Like
I do think he did Lestrada.
Lestrada is the main character.
I do think Nick Cannon did a really good job at delivering the lines. Like, for all we want to say about Nick Cannon's music career, his delivery I thought was really, really good.
Yeah.
Like
his rap music was fine.
Kind of he is a rapper. Yeah, I'm not going for that.
I mean, the music that he was doing, like, it was fine. I didn't have like much problem.
But like
with it.
he was actually rapping it, which all right. So that part I thought was really good. And if they were gonna kind of go that whole route, like if we're gonna do like a hip opera.
Then bring another like rapper to do all that.
No, I thought, but see, that's what I thought. I thought Nick Cannon, as far as like rappers and actors goes, I thought he was doing a really good job. Like his delivery was good. It was still all kind of corny because it's hard to believe it from Nick Cannon, but I think that's kind of the point. What did you think about young Chi-Raq, Demetrius?
Same thing with him not being like believable, but also like. I think I got a little choked up at the. Yeah, I cried a little bit.
At the end? Oh, the end.
The
He
end.
delivered. He absolutely delivered.
Yeah, that twist was like, whew, okay.
Oh, I saw that shit coming a mile away, but I was ready.
It made sense. But it was, and not Angela. That's
Angela Bassett, yeah.
Dude, fucking kills it.
And she continues to be the best thing in all the things she's in. It's like, Angela Bassett, how the fuck you find yourself in this kind of goofy ass movie? What's happening?
But yeah, as far as him, like first, it was me wrapping my head around the fact that the whole movie they were going to be rhyming, because I was like, what the fuck? Like, is this just his character? Because I swear I will hate this movie.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just him and they just made Nick Cannon do this, I don't want to see that. But that was really it. It was just him not seeming like the gangster the whole time.
Seeming.
But we didn't see him quite as much. Like if he was, I feel like 80% in the movie, then it would have been really odd. But because it was like he was just there, like just showing us that he's a gang member and doing all this, like okay, that's fine.
And then the movie is like it's a lot of just product of him still though, because you're seeing like all the violence is basically his fault and all that, everyone being
fallout from
this, that, the other.
Yeah,
I do think as far as other characters, the side characters, the two dudes who got shot in the beginning, one of them's got a colostomy bag and shit, and the other one's he's in a fucking wheelchair, and you even got the other dude who was in a wheelchair. I like that. I like that they're showing that. Like I said, like for the record, I thought this movie was okay. It's hard for me because the satire didn't all the way hit, but there's plenty of good things in it. You know what I mean? Like that part being like, who the fuck wants this, right? Like, I mean, everybody's like, at best I'll get shot and killed. It's like, well, you could be a fucking paraplegic. Is that what you want? Like, you want to get fucking shot in the spine, bro? Does that sound fun? Like, you won't die.
Eat through an IV.
You probably wish you was dead.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like though, like showing those parts, like a lot of that, like if we did like Boys in the Hood or something like that. Like, also don't worry, our next movie is going to be lighter, 100%. This movie, I wasn't ready for this shit to be like.
I wasn't.
I was like, oh, Chi-Raq. I was like, I think it's going to be kind of, huh?
It was your first time watching it?
Yeah, I'd never seen it.
Okay.
If I had seen it, I don't know that I would have picked it for the list, honestly.
I feel that.
Really, honestly, I like this movie.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of Punjabi movies, like Bollywood movies, kind of like that are musical that try to give you this life lesson or moral like story with like similar kind of aspect of theater mode, like not full out musicals, but there are some Punjabi music like movies that does kind of similar to it. We kind of also have a similar kind of, we don't have a rap, but similar aspects where you rhyming things and like people rhyme behind you and you kind of grow on it. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the what the movie was trying to say. And I thought it was really impactful, especially in the end. Every time like Samuel L. Jackson was talking, and he brought like two different people, like the cop or like the guy who's a gangster, and then they end up with like, okay, this gangster has like half of a stomach, half of something, like just showing that aspect, like it's not all fun and violence. You have to live with the consequences, which could be you in a wheelchair. And I think also Angela Bassett in the end, when she's like, before when there were gangs, if they ever killed a child, they will own up to it because it was such a disgrace.
Yeah.
And nowadays, nobody sees anything. Like, you don't see anybody, like, nobody clear, like, it happens that they brought alive, but, like, nobody's taking consequences. Like, you killing kids.
Yep.
Like, gangs are different thing. If you're going to kill each other, that's fine. But, like, when you have a collateral damage and that happens to be a kid, like, that should be embarrassing and hella more traumatic for everybody. And even, it shouldn't be, like, bystanders calling it out. It should be your own gang be saying like, you can't do this, you are out. Just giving.
But I mean, that's one of those things where like, all right, cool. So yeah, sure. Back in the day, what is it? It was Nick Cannon's dad, right?
Yeah,
who did that?
I think
and
that
like
was
went
the
to jail
I was
for
talking
it.
about. That
but then
great.
it's like, when the previous generation is fucked up and out here shooting each other and shit, and they got rules, that just means that the new generation is going to have less rules.
Yeah.
They're actively going to be like, why the fuck would I obey rules because if I'm going to kill somebody,
really? I feel
then
like you
fuck
would keep
rules. There's no rules. If murder's on the table, rules are out the door. Why do I,
Bingo.
what rules am I going to follow? I'll kill people.
I don't know. I feel like there's still, even if you're criminal, there's some integrity. Right, like you can just still be like, hey, I mean, like
I'm trying to win and get money.
I feel like solo criminal is different. But if you're in an organization, what they were trying to say instead of a gang, like I feel like as an organization is gonna call it, there are still some kind of self rules that you have to impose it.
There was still a gang though.
I have a question for you, Miss Navi.
Yeah.
In an organization, there are typically rules, right? But there's always circumstances, and rules sometimes kind of get bent, right?
Yeah.
If your organization doing the crime, sure, maybe it's like, oh, that's what we're supposed to do, but then you just bend the rules a little bit and you just change a little bit. Like I feel like when you're in a gang, it's might is right. Like, I can do it, so I did it. I can kill someone, so I did it. If I see her and I want her, I'll have her. What's the consequence? Somebody get mad, I'll fucking shoot them. Like, that's it. Like, I understand, like, there's no honor amongst thieves. Just like, yeah, sure, there should be rules, but at the end of the day, I mean, fuck, corporations don't follow their own rules. The government doesn't follow their own rules at the top. Once you're at the top of a thing, you don't follow your own fucking rules. You do whatever you want to do.
But I think it's just the idea of like, it's fine, do whatever you want to do, but like if your stray bullet is killing a kid, that's, I think, it just, I don't know. Kids, what are we doing it for? But I love the lesson. I love that, like, how a woman was like, the way to stop this is like, we're gonna hold out sex.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Lestrada.
Yeah, it was a based on that Greek play that was also comedy, and he apparently I was reading about the person who wrote the play. He had done another one similar gender role, calling it out at that period of time. Really cool, but had no idea there was a place written like this. So there was some comedy to it, and in my head was like, if we all do come together, I wonder if something can happen, because it is a possibility. And then to seeing like all different countries were having protests, like shit.
Oh yeah, were you
This,
super
like,
excited when they did India?
India, yeah. I was wondering like what they were gonna say, but they were just essentially saying 1, 2, 3, stop the fight. It was like, what's the name for pussy? Like, I want to know. Like, just
Navi wants to know what is Hindi for pussy.
Yeah, like how are you
footy.
rhyming to
Everybody
it?
knows it's footy.
Yeah, sure. I never heard
Sure.
actual Punjabi or Indian person saying that. Like, I know it like because people have asked it. I have to look it up, but like
I have an idea
ever
for a
uses it.
documentary where we fly all the way to India just to hear someone say pussy.
Yeah, like when do you ever use this in like a regular day? Is this a terminology in a conversation? Like, it never came up. I never knew until somebody asked. I had to look it up.
So we're not going to go through all the characters, but we are going to talk about 2 more characters, which is going to be Lestrada, and then I do want to focus on John Cusack's character for reasons that we'll get to here in a second. Anyway, Lestrada though,
Great.
killed it. I thought
So fine.
Loved it.
yeah, and
That's
I
fine.
fine as shit.
Which works perfectly for this.
It does, right? I was like, okay, believable. I love. I think she held it tight. Once again, she laid it down when it came to like her delivery. I thought was really good, and like I think she really carried the movie. She's got a lot of good energy, and like I don't know, like there was a lot of what I'm looking for, soul. Like it was fucking heart in it. Like you could tell she cared.
Yeah.
She did a really good job at it too. I don't think she's in Dear White People, but I don't remember what role she played. I think she played the dark skinned girl in Dear White People. I can't remember because I haven't seen it in forever, but. She did good. She's a really good actress.
She looked familiar.
And I thought, like carrying a story through, like being like, oh, we're gonna go talk to the other women, and then being like, yo, we're just gonna do this, and like really putting it together on some grassroots shit, which is like, all right, so that's what we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, what did you guys think about Lestrada?
Loved her.
Yeah, definitely. You're right. Like, she did carry the movie. Like, everyone was great, but like her being the main focus was the best choice. Yep. Like, that made sense.
Which works perfectly, especially given how the story is about, what the story is about, and it's based on also a Greek drama, which is also based on a woman. So like she had to carry that whole role, the whole play in a theater. So it makes sense. They picked a really good person to do that.
Yeah, knocked it out. I mean, once again, I don't know that I'll watch it again. The satire of the movie doesn't quite hit for me, but the individual parts I think are really fucking good.
It's not super funny, but it is clearly like getting a point across.
Yeah.
I mean, it was weird because like when I found out that it was based on this comedy play, it's like I think you can't really make it funny as much as possible because it is talking about very serious issues.
Yes.
So they tried to merge it together, and I think they did fine job to kind of make that comedy relief without being it over the top, and also talking about like this real issue that's happening about gun violence. And like,
Boondocks is able to thread the needle of being funny and sometimes having serious conversation shit and doing satire really well. It's also a fucking cartoon TV show, which, it's not a giant movie. And the movie is going to have a harder time threading that needle because it needs to get you to believe it. It needs to get you to sit in a universe and suspend your disbelief. And like, it's tough, I think, especially because I am so close in proximity literally to Chicago. I'm from Gary. It was the murder capital at one point because we're a fucking byproduct. We're just a suburb. So like, it's a little too close to home to be super funny, laughy good times.
Is Eaglewood an actual place in Chicago, or was that made up place?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I don't know all the neighborhoods in Chicago.
Because Inglewood is in California, but like when they were talking about Eaglewood, it was like I've never heard of that, considering like we live so close to Chicago.
Yeah. You don't know all the neighborhoods in Chicago. It's a fuck ton. Also, it's on the south side. Yeah. Like I know they kept mentioning Cabrini Green, and like my mom had friends that lived in Cabrini Green back in the day. Anyway, we're gonna talk about John Cusack's character and the things that they said, and then we're gonna talk about the priest, the father, and then we're gonna talk about Chi-Raq as a general. But here's the thing: for whatever reason, I don't know why, and this is what I'm thinking. All right, because I have to think it's Spike Lee. I think Spike Lee gave John Cusack's character the role of speaking and saying all this shit because he's trying to directly talk to white people, and maybe he's like, white folks will only listen to John Cusack right now. It's from the 80s, right? They'll listen.
Slapping at that time too.
Everything he was like, you want to stop it, let's fix housing, let's get people fucking jobs, right? Like, let's do this shit, let's build it up from the ground up. And I was like, oh no, like that's it. Like he started saying this shit. I was like, oh no, I'm fully listening, right? Because everyone else is like, we're gonna withhold sex. It's like, sure, that'll solve the problem for a little bit, but like for how? Like how do we actually fix this? And over there being like, when he was like, yeah, like the white people aren't gonna pay to fix this neighborhood. You guys are killing yourselves. Like you're doing the genocide for them. Like they don't have a part of this shit. He was talking about like the ownership of the gun. He was like, all that. Like I thought that was some of the best stuff in the movie. And I feel like Spike Lee's like, I'm going to give it to John Cusack because white folks are going to listen. Too bad nobody saw the movie. It only made $2.7 million. So, unfortunately. But he had a good plan.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good point because the whole time when he was a father, at first I was like, wait a minute. Why? Like, is he...
He could be a white boy in the neighborhood too, though, but yeah.
But like, white priest for the church that was prominently, I think everybody was black there. So it was just really interesting, the casting choice. But when he started talking, I was fully in.
Right?
Like,
damn, they went Christian.
Yeah, I was like, I preached.
Church.
I was like, amen. Like, yes, like talk. He did a great job. And also that made me start thinking like the priests are like, for them to like have the sermons like the way they do, they have to be like really good speakers to get everybody's attention and to be like, I was like, do they practice this beforehand? Like, do they write this up? Like, is it at the same time when they're coming up? Like, he was tearing up. That was so emotional.
As a person who knows some people, I think first you kind of see that you have the gift of gab just a little bit. And then, like, you hone that skill. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, I think I can do this. And then you start building up. But there's a little spark there. You can learn it. But also, some people are kind of like pre-gifted with it.
Yeah. And when I like when Nick Cannon asked him, was like, why? I keep calling him Nick Cannon, but when he asked like, why are you here? Like as a white dude, why are you here? And then he said Jesus walked amongst people, so I felt like I was just like, damn,
that's like some real Christian shit actually, right? Like you should be here with the fucking people, you know what I mean? And yeah, I thought that his character was speaking a lot of truth and doing a lot of good, and then so this kind of started to get me wrapping around thinking about the rest of the movie, and what the movie I think. And this is my take on it, is really talking about is like grassroots organization. There's a problem. We want to stop this problem. How do we do it? we always assume that power lies at the top, but the truth is there's power with the people. If you think of the world as a hierarchy where people at the top are making decisions, a few are making decisions for a lot at the bottom, it's a fucking pyramid. The pyramid's base is the strongest point. That's where the most amount of people are at. It's hard to organize, and we think that it won't work, but grassroots organization started this shit up from the bottom. They did a general strike. We keep talking about the possibilities of general strike. If everyone came together, all poor people, all working class people around the world, and decided to not work for a week, we could change the structure of the fucking world. It would be very hard to do, but, you know, it's possible.
Yeah.
And to think it's impossible is them living that shit in your head. And I think you get a lot of those kind of things here where, like, the women did the impossible. It went around the world because this isn't just a problem in Chicago. It's a problem all over America. Yeah. And then, it's a problem all over the world. They're in Brazil. Brazil's got a fucking crime problem. I don't know if India has crime problems. These kind of
crime. Yes.
Plenty of crime problems. Yeah. Like, they're going around, they're doing this, and, like, it's showing that, hey, this is a problem. Who does it affect? The people.
Everybody.
Who can change it? The people. Who's going to make the change? So then at the end of the movie, I mean, you know, it's a bit of a fucking cop out. The military's got to come in, blah, blah, blah. It's a fucking movie and all that. But the ideas, they're like there. They're really, so.
Yeah. I think the funniest part was when the women's went in the armory and they was like, let's play the R&B music.
Yeah.
Like, get them all hot and bothered. And then the military people outside, like, getting danced, like, what is happening?
Yeah. I thought the funniest part was when Cyclops was like, hey, man, get up on the pole. And Dave Chappelle's like, no. It's not that kind of club. He's like, hey, man, get up there. I was like, why are you? The fuck?
I think there was another one, somebody talking to Cyclops, and they were like, let's talk eye to eye. The eye patch to the eye. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. You quit it with these eye jokes. All right, like, it had funny moments. I'm just telling you, like, somewhere in this movie, I think it's like an S tier movie. If we can just, it's like, it's the execution. The idea was good. There are plenty of really good little nuggets in there. It's just for whatever fucking reason, I think it's tone. This kind of comes down to a lot of this, where, like, tonally the movie can't hit what it needs to hit, and tone is hard. Tone is one of the hardest parts, I think, about, like, making a thing.
It still felt like Breaking. It felt like Electric Boogaloo. Yeah,
we gotta dance to save the rec center.
Right, like, we gotta do this to fix the. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Honorable mention to the drip on Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Saw him.
Woo.
Beautiful.
And obviously Angela Bassett. We're not gonna sit here and gush over Angela Bassett, but she killed it. Like, what did she?
Killed it.
Have you seen her in the Marvel movies? Continuing to be the best actor in every Marvel. Like, she's Angela fucking Bassett. She's not gonna stop. All right. Like, that's it.
It was so good. Yeah, no, that was great. In the beginning, as soon as she was, when the house gets burned down, like, what are you looking at? I was like, I saw nothing. I was like, this is chills.
Right.
I feel chills. And obviously the next day, like, we see, like, somebody's dead and nobody saw anything. It was like, this is so I had.
And so for any piece of black entertainment made after 2004, we have to talk about our compulsory Wire references.
Oh, yeah. He was in this. There was a longer. He was like, okay. It was great.
How's this motherfucker in the last two movies? I knew he was going to be in this shit.
I knew that was funny.
He's also in Atlanta. So, also, Snoop, Felicia Pearson, is in this movie.
Oh. I
didn't see
she's on the Orange team, or I think of the Spartans, and she's like, when they go visit the other girl at her house, Snoop is one of those girls.
I feel like I was watching that scene, and I remember looking at that person, just like, damn, everyone looks familiar.
You know what's fucked up? When I saw it, I was like, damn, is that Young Ma? I was like, no,
yeah, it looked like
Snoop, bro. Come on, man.
Fucking anyway. Lala in there for no reason at all.
That's funny.
It is. It's a movie. I would suggest that you watch it. I understand why it didn't do well, and I kind of wish it did. There's this thing with so I've seen quite a bit of Samuel Jackson. Oh my god, come on, brain! I'm having a brain fart. Spike Lee. I kept saying Samuel Lee, and I was like, that's not right, bro. I've seen a bunch of Spike Lee movies, like I've seen Crooklyn and shit, like growing up. I don't remember that super well, but there is some weird stuff in Crooklyn where they fuck with the aspect ratio for no apparent reason. Like, Spike Lee is actively trying things. And, like, I really can't fault you for missing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he definitely knows what he's doing. We got proof on it. And the next movie we're going to watch is fucking great. It's borderline, I would say, almost boring compared to this one. It's a really, really good movie. It's not boring. But I'm just saying, like, this movie takes some big swings, right? This movie is like, we're going to do theater, and everybody's going to fucking talk in iambic pentameter, and it's going to be crazy, and it's going to be kind of wild. And, like, all right, big swing. I think you missed.
Yeah.
But big swing. I'm here for that. And I've seen Miracle at Santa Ana, which I liked it when it came out, but I haven't seen it since. And that one's like, eh.
You know what part of this movie that I wasn't a big fan of it?
What?
Like, till the end when they're like, okay, let's have a showdown.
Fucking sex off.
Fucking sex off. That was really weird. It's like, did she actually give in? So they both lost, right? In the end, it's like, well, maybe like I think Nick Cannon won because she did give in to his sex. It's like, what's
it was about who came first. Whoever came first was.
But how? Like she could just say she didn't come.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Know?
Yeah, I was thinking she could have faked it.
Yeah,
right?
I was like, is she just gonna go through the whole thing? And I don't know, that was weird. The funny thing was like, oh, this is better than Super Bowl. It's like, okay, so watching two people have sex. But that whole scene was just weird. It's like, I don't know how I feel.
Yeah, it kind of misses the mark there.
Yeah, it felt that made it feel more like it went straight back to being a movie. Like it was out of trying to prove a point. At that point, it was just like, all right,
some
we gotta
sensational.
wrap this up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will ask this question here before we finish it: is who is this movie for? This is where I think the tone misses. Because Spike Lee's an older dude, right? And it kind of feels like one of those older generation movies trying to tell the youths some shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And it feels like, okay, I get it. I get where you're coming from. But I feel like if you're trying to reach younger people, if that was the goal of the movie, then it should have been made with more younger people. It should have been more updated music, more updated slang, less stage shit, because that's not going to grab the fucking kids.
That makes sense, yeah.
I don't know a lot of kids, but I know they don't really, fuck with stage play.
But we didn't have a lot of black people doing that at the time either, right? Like, maybe he was just trying to.
I mean, it was 2015. Yeah, I like
that was 2015. Tyler Perry was out here slapping.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's. I think that's when I can't figure out who the target audience is, and if this target audience is the people that are doing the violence in the places where these places exist, and you're trying to reach them, then I don't think you're gonna reach them this way.
No. I wonder if it's not for the young people, because young people are being recruited by the people. Like, let's say they were talking about how Chi-Raq was talking about how his mom was turning tricks, and like whatever the guy was the one who got him into the gang, like showed the whole way. So it's essentially like for older people who are bringing in the younger crowd in and just kind of saying like, oh, you killed a child, we don't need to worry about it. But essentially like the older gang members, like even if you're recruiting younger, you need to take up the ownership of your responsibilities, especially if your stray bullets are killing the people who are not supposed to meant to be for. So in that sense, it makes sense. But at the same time, I don't know if they want to watch that kind of movie.
See, I was about to say, I don't know a lot of street people no more.
Yeah.
But I guarantee they're probably not watching fucking Spike Lee joints.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, but I mean, if I'm from Chicago and I find a movie called Chi-Raq's coming out, I'm going to go see it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be fucking tricked. just got duped in this bitch and I bought the ticket, so I'm sitting through it.
I wonder if there were a lot of people like, we're not gonna go watch it because that's not give women any idea of like stop withholding sex from us.
Yeah,
apparently that was a thing.
Yeah,
like it's happened in real life.
Really?
Yeah. Also, people are they're gonna break lines. It's hard. One of these days, y'all, we're gonna put together. We're gonna do a general strike. Everybody's gonna stop working for a week, and we'll all get housing that is affordable and student loans undone.
Except for us, we don't stop working at the Normies for you guys.
Yep. We're gonna do it. We're gonna push it. When they find us all dead, it's because I'm just gonna say it now.
That's fine.
Anyway, our next movie.
Yeah, what is our next movie?
You said something happier, something funny, something.
Pat can't make it next week either, Nevi. So can I put you on for this one?
Sure. No, I can't. I am helping with the Sunday Rundown.
Okay, that's fine. Then we'll recruit Marquetta. And then the last pick is actually a Marquetta pick for this month. So I'm trying to get I need to give you guys a synopsis. If I don't give people the synopsis, they won't watch the movie.
Keyblade Lover said he's free. The museum's closing next week, so he's free to do whatever if we need him to step in for the podcast.
Nice.
Bet. Keyblade Lover, how about, we can always get you in on a call if you want to call in and tell us what you think about the movie. All right. Inside Man is a 2006 American crime thriller filmed and directed by Spike Lee, written by Russell Gurwitz. Sure. I want to say Gurwitz, but it's definitely not Gurwitz. Starring Denzel Washington, Clive Owen, Jodie Foster.
Let's go.
Oh, Christopher Plummer's in it. Hell yeah.
Who's Christopher Plummer?
Christopher Plummer is the dude from God, he was just in another movie we watched recently, but he's in come on, Brain. He's the dude from The Sound of Music. Okay, you guys don't know. The hills are alive with music. I bet they are. Here are 16 going on 17. Okay. Sure. Well, Christopher Plummer's an old actor. He's in a bunch of stuff. Inside Man.
Oh, Knives Out. He's in.
Knives Out. Yes. Oh fuck, this motherfucker's in Malcolm X too. All right, we're about to get Christopher Plummer's going to be in the next two movies we watch because I guess he fucks with Spike Lee heavy. So.
Okay.
How are we here? How is this happening? Anyway.
Watching Inside Man.
Yeah, we're watching Inside Man. If you've already seen this film, whatever. Watch it again. If you want to talk about it on the podcast, maybe we'll open up the call lines. If some of you guys want to call in, we can do it through Discord. But I'm interested in hearing your takes on Inside Man. We are watching Inside Man.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Hey, I haven't seen it in a while. Oh, and here's a hint. Budget $45 million. Box office $184 million.
Nice.
So made its money back, which means people probably liked it.
Man, and I haven't watched it like as an adult. I can't. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
I'm excited because I haven't seen it in a long while either.
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I might watch it anyway. I need to start doing this every Wednesday because when I watch it on Thursday, I have such a long day, and then I go to gym, and then I'm watching it while I'm like making dinner and like night routine and everything. I was watching this morning when I was brushing my teeth and almost got done like before.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I watched half of it last night and I was like, I need to go to bed.
I watched half of it last night and went out to grab a drink with a buddy. I'm doing a damp January now, and then I came back and finished it.
Damp.
It was a dry January.
It was dry. Now it's kind of damp.
You said my socks got wet.
All right, bet. Well, stick around for the raid. We will see you guys at the next podcast next Friday. Same damn time, slightly different crew. Me and Spidey are consistent, though. We'll be here. Pat's got to go to the dentist to get dental things done. The dentist on a Friday. He could have picked another day.
He could
Whatever.
have.
All right.
A Friday is a day that he can only do it, I guess.
It was by choice.
It is by choice. Oh my God.
What a douchebag.
Talking Normies podcast.